Hi everyone, it's Katie. Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a sun salutation flow. Sun salutations are really good to build up strength and flexibility, and they also just get the juices flowing. And this is a beginner friendly practice too. So we're going to get started just sitting on the mat. We'll take just a moment here. So make yourself as comfortable as you can be. Take a second just to lengthen up your spine. Maybe tuck your chin towards your chest here. And you might close your eyes or relax your gaze. Take a deep inhale in and a long exhale out. Each time you exhale, you can relax your shoulders a little bit more. Loosen up your jaw. Just giving yourself a moment to arrive on your mat. The hardest part is over now that you've made it here. Let's take one more deep breath in together. And then as you exhale, you can gradually start to open up the eyes again. And we'll make our way into tabletop pose. So you can come onto all fours. When you're there, spread your fingers nice and wide apart. Have your shoulders directly above your wrists and your knees directly below your hips. Push yourself away from your mat here so the body gets nice and strong. And we'll do some cat and cow. So inhale to point your tailbone up, drop your belly down, bring your chest forward, look up. Exhale, point the tailbone down, round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, and drop your head. Inhale to point the tailbone up again, drop the belly, bring the chest forward and look up. Exhale, point down, round your spine, chin to chest, and drop the head. And let's keep going a few more rounds like this. Kind of getting ourselves warmed up for the warm-up here. Back to a neutral spine whenever you're done. Once you're in your tabletop, bring your hips over to your right and look back over your right shoulder. Then bring your hips to the left, look back over the left shoulder. We'll repeat those movements a few more times. Just getting rid of any cobwebs that might be trapped here along the side of your body. Just get rid of any tight little pockets. You can also stretch out your neck here if you can really bring those eyeballs back to find your feet. And we'll come back to our neutral spine and make our way into downward facing dog. So hands coming a little bit closer to the top of your mat here. Keep those fingers spread. Curl your toes. Lift your knees. And then drag your hips up and back. Trying to point your tailbone towards the ceiling here. Remember, you can always have a bend in your knees. And maybe just to start here, you can paddle your feet. Stretch all through the backs of your legs. Keep pushing yourself away from your hands here, releasing your shoulders, releasing your head towards the mat. Ears might be in line with the biceps. Now we'll take the dog for a walk, walking your feet really slowly towards your hands. Eventually finding yourself in a standing forward fold. So your feet are about hip distance apart, they're parallel to each other. Keep that bend in your knees. Drop your head nice and low. Hands can stay towards the mat or they can come to grab opposite elbows. And we'll just let everything hang here. Let's find those deep inhalations. Now each time you exhale, maybe you can sink a little bit deeper into the pose. Releasing your hands back towards the mat if they're not already there. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, and as slowly as you can, start to roll one vertebrae at a time back up until you're standing on your mat. And then once you've arrived, you can come to stand at the top of your mat, and this is where we'll get a bit more sun salutation-y. So your feet are close together, your palms can come together at your chest. We'll take a second here, so really try to press into all four corners of both of your feet. Point your tailbone to your mat, keep a slight bend in your knees, and reach the crown of your head towards the sky. Imagine your spine here is opening up like a slinky. You're getting taller and taller. Close your eyes here, relax your shoulders. Now take a big breath in. You can open up the eyes again and start to reach your hands up and slightly back behind you, pushing your hips out in front. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your hands down either side of your feet and drop your nose towards your knees. Take a long breath in and step your right foot back behind you as far back as you can comfortably get it. We'll drop this back knee to the mat and now bring the top of your back foot onto the mat as well. We'll stay here for a moment in this lunge, so just check in on those hips, see how they're feeling. Take a really deep breath into any tightness that you might feel. Hold your next breath, and if you can, step back into a high plank. You can always modify here by keeping your knees to your mat. Shoulders are directly above your wrists, fingers still spread nice and wide apart. On an exhale, we'll all drop the knees back down onto the mat. Point your tailbone up towards the sky, just like we were doing in cat and cow. And just your chest will come down in between your hands here. So as you can see, the hips stay floating up in the air. It might feel a little bit awkward at first, but you'll get used to it. Bring your chin to your mat as well. On your next inhale, you can slide onto your belly, widen out your feet, and scoop yourself up into extended cobra. Elbows can stay bent here. You can look straight out ahead, or if you're feeling extra flexible, you might gaze diagonally up. Big breath in here, open up all through the front of your body. As you exhale, curl those toes onto the mat. Slowly start to drag your hips up and back again. So we've found ourselves in downward facing dog. We'll pause here for a moment. You can find those deep breaths again, or you can paddle your feet, maybe sway your hips from side to side. Now from here, drop your left knee onto your mat. Pick up your right hand and step your right foot forward in between your hands. You can always use your hand here to help get that right foot to the front. Back knee is on the mat and the top of our back foot is back to the mat as well. So we find ourselves in a lunge again. Take another deep breath in. On your next exhale, step that left foot forward to meet the right. So we're back into our standing forward fold. Your legs are going to be a little bit straighter this time. So don't lock your knees, but try to keep them straight. Get a nice deep stretch into those hamstrings. Take a big breath in. Start to sweep your hands up and back, palms touching each other again. Hips slightly forward. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your hands, drop your nose towards your knees. We'll repeat on the left side now. Take a big breath in, step your left foot back, drop the left knee to the mat. Top of the foot makes it to the mat as well. Hold your next breath, step back into plank pose, your version. Exhale, drop the knees, point the tailbone up, just the chest comes in between the hands and chin comes onto the mat. Inhale, slide onto your belly, widen your feet and scoop up into extended cobra. On an exhale, toes come onto the mat, drag your hips up and back for downward dog. We'll pause again here. Do whatever you need to do. This time you're dropping your right knee onto your mat. Pick that left hand up and bring that left foot forward in between your hands. Take a long breath in here. Long breath out, brings your right foot forward. Legs are straight-ish. Inhale, sweep the arms up and back, hips in front. Exhale, drop it down, bend your knees. Release your nose towards your knees. You've completed one full round, so we'll keep going. We'll pick up the pace a little bit now. Inhale, right foot back, drop the knee, top of the foot on the mat. Hold your breath, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, scoop up, extended cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Paddle it out, take a few big breaths here. Preparing to step your right foot forward now. You can drop that left knee first or go straight forward, taking a breath in, stepping your right foot in between your hands. Drop the back knee. Make sure the top of the back foot is on the mat. Next exhale brings the left foot forward. Straight-ish legs. Inhale to sweep the hands up and back, hips in front. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your hands, drop your head. Inhale, left foot back, drop the knee, top of the foot on the mat. Hold your breath, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bring your left foot forward. We'll meet in this lunge. However you get there is okay. On your next exhale, your right foot comes forward. Your legs are straight. Big breath in, sweep the hands up and back. Exhale, drop it down. Bend your knees, nose to knees. I am already feeling warm, so I hope you are too. I hope you can feel those juices flowing in the body. We're going to keep going another round just like this. If you want to, you can pick up the pace. If not, just do whatever works for you. So let's breathe in together. Step your right foot back. Drop the knee, top of the foot to the mat. Hold your breath for plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, scoop up, extended cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Drop the back knee to the mat. However you get there is okay. Next, exhale, left foot forward, straightish legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up and back. Exhale, bend the knees, drop the hands and head. Inhale, left foot back knee, top of the foot. Hold your breath, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, scoop up. Widen out your feet, look straight ahead or diagonally up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's pause here, paddle your feet, find your breath again. Next, inhale, brings your left foot forward, drops your back knee down. Next, exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up and back. But this time as you exhale, you can bring your palms back together at your chest. Well done. We were just doing Sun Salutation A. So we're going to finish our practice with Sun Salutation B. Before we do that, we'll just take a moment here. As I said, I am really feeling warm. I'm a little out of breath. So let's just take a few seconds here. Now we'll move into our Sun Salutation B. This flow starts with chair pose. So your toes might turn slightly in towards each other, so your feet are in a triangle shape. Now take a bend into your knees, palms can stay at the chest, and sit your hips back, just as if you're sitting into a chair. There is a tendency to point that tailbone out. Try point it down towards your mat to keep your lower back nice and straight. Hands can stay as they are, or if you want more of a challenge, reach the arms up at about a 45-degree angle, trying to glue your biceps to your ears. Now we're just holding here for a few breaths. Remember, you are stronger than you think you are. So maybe you can even sink your hips a little bit lower here. On your exhale, drop your hands down towards your mat, straightening up your legs. Bring your hands onto your shins. Inhale for a flat back. So just lifting up halfway until your back is perpendicular to your legs. Exhale, bend the knees, drop the hands. Step your right foot back behind you. It's on a 45-degree angle. And it's not quite as far back as it was during our other Sun Salutations. Keep your front knee over your front ankle. Sweep your hands up towards the sky for Warrior One. Keep your hips square towards the short edge of your mat and keep your shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Try to pull your feet towards each other. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, drop the hands down either side of that front foot and step yourself back into downward facing dog. From here, pick that right knee up towards your nose if you can, really trying to squish the two together. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, step that right foot forward in between your hands. Turn your back foot, so now it's on a 45-degree angle. Front knee stays over front ankle. Sweep the hands up. We're back in warrior facing one, Warrior one. So face those hips towards the short edge of your mat. Drop your shoulders down. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, fold over that front leg. You can step your left foot to the front of your mat. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, drop it down. Bend your knees, drop your nose towards your knees. We're going to repeat that now on the other side. So first, bring your hands to your shins. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, drop it down. Bring those big toes closer together. Make the triangle shape with your feet. Palms can come together at the chest. We'll sit back into our invisible chair here, pointing that tailbone down. Again, to challenge yourself, bring those arms up. Glue your ears to your biceps. Maybe you can sink a little bit lower. Make those legs a little stronger. Take a big breath in. Exhale, fold over your legs, hands coming back to the mat. Inhale, left foot back on a 45-degree angle. Lift the hands up for warrior one. Pull those feet in towards each other. Take a big breath. Exhale, fold over your front leg and step yourself back to downward dog. This time, when you're ready, you're lifting that left knee towards your nose, squishing everything together. Imagine there's magnets between the two. Take a breath in and step that left foot in between the hands. Pivot on your back foot, so it's at a 45-degree angle. Front knee over front ankle. Inhale to sweep the hands up. Warrior one, hold it here just a moment. On an exhale, fold over that front leg and step your back foot to the front. So we're back in our standing forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, drop it down. Really bend your knees here. Drop your head. Let everything become heavy. Find your breath. We'll very slowly start to make our way back into a seat on the mat. So you might just guide yourself back down and then find whatever way is most comfortable to sit. Once you feel settled, you might lengthen up through your spine again. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Close your eyes or just relax your gaze here. Finishing our practice just as we started by taking a few moments. I know it's tempting to skip this part, but this is really where your body will soak up all the benefits of the practice that you've just done. As you start to find your breath again, you might just observe what is different within your body now. Maybe you can feel your heart more. Maybe you feel warmer. Maybe your breath is even a little bit labored. Your only job here is to patiently wait as everything settles back down again. So I encourage you to stay here for as long as you can. We'll officially end our practice together here. If you did enjoy it, I would be really appreciative if you could leave this video a thumbs up or a comment, or please subscribe to the channel because I would love to practice with you again in the future. So until next time, have a great day and I'll see you soon.